people. So we're looking at our principles, how to instill our principles into our Tai Chi moves, but we're really overall thinking about our bodies, having that body awareness in the way we hold and move our bodies, not just in Tai Chi class, but everywhere we go. We want to set ourselves up to not fall, but of course, but holding our bodies in a supportive way. When we sit crouched down, we start putting pressure on different parts of our bodies and can cause ourselves pain. When we hold tension in our bodies, we can cause ourselves pain. So it's not just about not falling, but supporting our bodies in a way that can keep us from having pain and tension. Oh, and stiffness. We get stiff too, don't we? A warm environment can help our bodies be less stiff. You see this heater back here? I have had that heater on since 8:30 and it has not shut off. I like the air to be warm. My body just moves better when it's warm. So let's get in our stable stance, meaning that our feet are about shoulder width apart. We have good posture, no tension anywhere in our bodies. Think about our clothes and even how our clothes fit and touch our bodies. You know, sometimes we might have clothes that are too constricting and it might give us a stomach ache because it'll be tight on our stomach. Or, you know, we want to wear clothes that are loose fit and comfortable. Oh, I got on flat shoes today, so I love doing Tai Chi in my flat shoes. I feel more grounded and connected to the floor. So let's start with our neck movements, bringing our hands up, pulling towards our chin and chest, pushing away, and following those hands down, chin towards our chest. Continue to breathe as you move, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Just being mindful and catching yourself if you find that you're holding your breath. Another neck exercise. We take our head side to side, just going until we feel that slight stretch. We're not going as far as we can go. We're just warming up these muscles. Continuing to breathe. When I do this movement, not only am I moving my head from side to side, but something you might not see is that this other hand that I have down at my hip, when I go to that side with my head and my hand, this shoulder, I pull back just slightly. So that hand comes back and I pull that shoulder back. So I'm stretching my neck, but then also opening that chest up. So you can practice that as well. And if it's too much, then don't do that. And yes, I get a little lost on that one because it feels good on my neck. Let's roll our shoulders. And back. shoulder circle. To our ball for our spine, separating, pushing up and down at the same time. Back to our ball and side to side. Again, staying within our frame, not going as far as we can go. This is that pre-movement for the waving hands and clouds. And also, as today we'll do more of the parry and punch. This is the way we're holding our body and not twisting it is transferable to our parry and punch. Because I'll say front pocket because we're staying here, not back pocket, because if I were to reach to my back pocket, then I would be twisting my spine. So remember that when we get to waving hands and clouds, but also parry and punch. That we do stay within our frame. We're tightening up these muscles that are in our core, and even thinking about our belly button. I don't know if I've mentioned it in this class, like a straw that's poking out of my belly button, and I'm taking that straw and I'm pointing it to that corner, and then I'm pushing and pointing it over to that corner. And just by thinking about that word push, I'm utilizing those muscles to go side to side. So it's more than just turning, but actually using the muscles. And a strong core muscle is another way to stay upright. If we have a weak core, if the muscles that surround our spine in the back, if those muscles are weak, let's just say we lose our balance. If our muscles are weak, then we are more likely to keep falling. But if we have really strong muscles in our core, we can tighten those muscles and pull ourselves back up. So utilizing these muscles can help make them stronger. All right, so that was our second spine. Now let's go to our hips. Shifting weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Continue to breathe. Appreciate the strength of that leg that's holding our bodies as we move that other leg. Back to center. Let's switch the weight. Heel forward, hands back. Pause. Toe back, hands forward. weak in one leg compared to the other. That's normal. Just acknowledge that, and if you need to hold on to something for one side and not the other, that's okay. Just don't skip the movement. Find a way to do it within your comfort zone. Now we're shifting weight from side to side, tapping that foot out. Feel myself trying to speed up. Like I said, you just notice these things about your body and make the adjustment. It's the paying attention that's so important in how we hold our bodies and how we move ourselves. And we know slow, smooth, and continuous is one of our principles. Now for our knees. More weight shifting, lift, tap and punch. When or if you feel comfortable, tap your foot a little higher in the air. Just a little test. You don't have to. I keep mine low. But you could pretend there's a cup out there and you're tapping on top of that cup. I don't recommend putting a cup out there because you'll be focused on the cup. At least that's what happened to me. I was too worried about that cup. Keep those fists loose. Don't squeeze your fist. All right, now let's step out. Keeping both feet flat on the floor as we punch. Bring it back. Shift. Step. Shift and punch. Bring it back. You can take about 10 or 15 minutes each day and just go through these warm-up stretches. Calms your mind and get your body ready for movement. That's good for your brain because you're using your memory to remember what's next as you go neck to ankle. All right, for our ankles, shifting weight to one leg and heel toe. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Good posture. Bring it back. Shift weight. Heel toe. Bring it back. And then little toe, big toe. Back, big toe, little toe. All right, give yourself a nice shake. I'm going to turn this heater off. It's nice and warm in here now. No. And the movement gets us warmed up. So the air's warm, our muscles are warm from warming up. So let's go through our basic 6 several times. Just to get us in the practice of our Tai Chi. Good posture. Remember our empty steps before the weight transfer. That's our goal. We don't have to. If it's a choice between falling or shifting weight, always pick shift weight. But our goal is to empty step and then weight shift through all of our movements. All right, from the top, y'all. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. All right, I muted one at a time, and I don't know, your Ed, your thing was making that noise, and I don't know what that was. I'm going to unmute it and see it, or I'll ask to unmute it. You're on mute, you'll have to unmute. Anyway, we love technology. Say that again. Alright, well maybe it won't make that noise again. Alright, let's go back to open and close and then to our single whip. Sorry about that. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Think about those core muscles as you turn. I know we're on, I think, I can't remember if that's 6. Let's just do these 2 more. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Close it out. Always amazed at how short basic 6 is after we've practiced so many times. Let's do it again. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. All right, one more time and we'll be in that zone. We'll be ready to move to our advanced 6. and commence. Open, close, single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Close it out. Just feel yourself just calm. The more we do that, it just brings a sense of calm. What is that? Jing. It's that mental quietness that we get whenever we know these movements so well that we can just do the movements. We're not thinking about how to do the movement or where's our weight. We're just in that moment experience Jing. And that's so nice to be able to experience calm with exercise. Because we know if we experience calm with Tai Chi, then it's going to help reduce stress and anxiety for us. So yes, we're improving balance and coordination. We're working on our flexibility and reducing tension and stiffness and improving our mobility just by moving our body, a weight transfer, holding weight on one leg. But just experiencing the calm is good for our mental health as well. All right, moving into our advanced 6 where we have learned brush knee, play the lute, and then we started last week a little introduction to parry and punch only because the play the lute movement, the hand movement, is similar to what we call a parry. So let's do, I'm going to come over here because we go to the left first when we do our advanced 6. Starting with brush knee, let me talk you through it. We just did open and close at the end of our basic 6. So brush knee, we shift weight to our left foot. We turn that right toe in. It's like an arrow because we're going that way. We shift right, we lay our right hand out, our left hand hovers over that elbow. We pull that left foot back, that left hand comes to our hip. We step left towards the left. No weight, remember it's an empty step. Our right hand comes up and then turns. Our palm pushes as we shift weight to that left foot. And then we follow step right. So we end the movement completely facing the left. So that is brush knee. Let's do it one more time. Brush knee, shift, right toe in, shift right, lay right, separate, prepare. Step left, right hand comes up and turns, shift left as I push, follow step right. Adding on to that is our play the lute, which we decided was a pretty easy movement. Just facing you to show you what it looks like. We finished this brush knee. When we play the lute, our hands are going to turn and then they're going to pass each other. And then that movement ends when the right hand is by the elbow. So our hands are up and down. So we've ended brush knee. We're going to turn our hands and then they're going to pass. That's our hands. What does our feet do? Well, we follow stepped right at the end of brush knee. So when we step back right, that's when we turn our hands. And we step back, it's an empty step. Now remember, everything is really small. So get out of our head that we're taking big steps. Basically, we take half steps. Sometimes it may even feel like, without even looking, it may feel like we're picking up our foot and putting it right back down where it was, because that's how very little we're moving that foot. So we know if we stepped back real far, then we're not very stable in this stance. And our goal is to be stable in our stance. So yes, we need space in our hips, space between our feet to be stable, but too much, we're not stable. So keep it small, don't try to do too much. We step back, we turn our hands. We step back, it's empty. Now we're ready to give that right foot weight, and we give it weight as those hands pass. And when we get to that elbow, we follow step left. And again, really small step. It's a half step. It's basically picking it up and putting it right back down where it was. So that's play the loop. So from the side, we just finished brush knee. Now let's do play the loop. Step back right, turn hands. Shift right as they pass. And I get to this elbow, follow step left. Now that's one we can feel good about. It is fairly easy. Step back, turn hands, shift, and follow step. And that's kind of the name of the game in our advanced movements. We step back and we follow step. You know, we take some steps forward and then a follow step. And then the very end, remember, we step back, follow step, step front, follow step. So there's a step, shift, follow step. That's kind of the rhythm of our advanced movements other than that parry punch. So play the loop is a great example of step, shift, follow step. Remember I told you to make the connection between hand movement and weight shift. If you learned that and got used to that when we're practicing our basic six, then it makes our advanced six easier because we're used to moving those hands as we shift weight. The follow step foot in our advanced six, that follow step foot, that's our period at the end of the movement. That doesn't get any weight because it's the first foot to move in our next movement. So putting those first two together, brush knee, play the loop. Brush knee, turn, shift right, lay right, separate, prepare. Step, right hand comes up and turns, shift left as I push, and follow step right. Play the loop. Step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step left. One more time. Brush knee, shift left, right toe in, shift right, lay right, separate, prepare. Step left, right hand comes up and turns, shift left as I push, and follow step right. You feel good about that? Oh, play the loop, sorry. Step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, and follow step left. You feeling good about these first two moves? All right, very good. Parry, parry, and punch. That's our next move. It's called parry punch. So remember, we just had our hands pass each other. We passed our hands and we stopped at the elbow. Parry is the same thing, except instead of being vertical, I think of this as my hands being vertical, our hands are going to be flat or horizontal. So we flip, then we pass them until we get to the elbow. Then we flip, and we pass them until we get to the elbow. The hand that's outreached, that's my left hand. I'm going to bend it and make a loose fist, and it becomes my guard. My right hand is going to come to my front pocket. I'm going to grab a bunch of flowers, a bouquet, that makes it sound prettier, bouquet of flowers, and then I'm going to deliver those flowers right over top of that guard. So when you think of it as flowers, you hold your hand like this instead of like this. Because if I tell you punch, you may go like this. But we're not really punching people. We're going to deliver flowers. So we're here, hovering right over top. So when the movement ends, our wrists are right like that. One's right over top of the other. It's not a tight fist, it's loose. So I'm coming right over top of that guard. Don't hammer yourself. Don't come from your front pocket and come around and hammer, because that's just going to hurt you. We don't want to hurt ourselves. So think of it, you set that guard, and then you hover and deliver those flowers. So parry, parry, and punch, or and deliver. So yes, the move is called parry and punch, but I like to use the word deliver because we're giving those flowers. We're getting flowers out of the front pocket, not the back pocket. If we were to get it out of our back pocket, then you see my body twist. And we don't want to twist our spine. So we keep our body stable, we grab it from the front pocket, and then we deliver. We never twisted our spine. We just held those muscles firm and tight. So that's the movement, or arm movement of parry, parry, and punch. So the parries are like pulling on those white gloves. Pulling on those white gloves. I've said it before that you have a kitty cat on your arm and you're patting that kitty cat. You're patting that kitty cat. It's a real small, flat kitty cat. But you know, you just think about that, because if you pat something, you'd pat it with your palm, right? So you palm. But your palms pass each other. Palms pass each other. So we're coming from play the lute, where our palms passed each other, and now we're parry, parry, and punch. So we flip, parry, we flip, parry. The hands are outstretched. We make it a guard. This right hand comes to our front pocket, and we deliver those flowers. So parry, 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 and punch. If you want to say the words of the movement with it. As long as you remember, you're delivering the flowers right here. Just like you're holding the flowers up. What do our feet do? Well, we kind of go for a walk. So from the side, we play the lute. Now we're going to parry, parry, and punch. So when we flip, we step empty. So I flipped and I stepped left. Whenever I parry, I shift weight to the left foot. Parry. When I flip, I step right. When I shift, I parry. When I put up that guard, I step left. And whenever I deliver the flowers, I shift left. Once they're delivered, I follow step right. So the end of play the lute, we follow step left, all our weight's on our right foot. I step left when I flip. I shift, lift, and parry. Shift left and parry. I step right as I flip. I shift right as I parry. I step left, make a guard, come to my front pocket with my right hand. I shift left as I deliver those flowers. Then I follow step right. Parry, parry, and punch. So it's step and flip, shift and parry. Step and flip, shift and parry. Step and guard, shift, deliver. So that's the words I typically use. So coming back to play the lute, parry, punch. Step left and flip, shift and parry. Step right and flip, shift and parry. Step left, guard, get the flowers, shift left and deliver, follow step right. Any questions about parry and punch? My ear just got water in it or some kind of funk. You got the gist of these moves. That doesn't mean it's perfect, but you know, you go for a walk, you step, shift, step, shift, step, shift, follow step. That's the footwork of parry punch. Step left, shift, step right, shift, step left, shift, follow step right. So that follow step right, you want to take that right foot forward. But that final step is still behind. So I know that your body may want to keep stepping forward after you step too forward. But that final step is a follow step. So that right foot ends behind. Alright, so let's put those three moves together. Brush knee, play the lute, parry punch. Brush knee, shift right toe in, shift right, lay right, separate, prepare. Step left, right hand comes up and turns. Shift left as I push, follow step right. Play the lute. Step back right, turn hands. Shift as they pass, follow step left. Parry punch. Step left and flip. Shift and parry. Step right, flip. Shift and parry. Step left, guard. Front pocket for your flowers. Shift left as I deliver those flowers. Follow step right. One more time, then we're going to finish it off because I told you last week our last two moves are really easy. After we've been challenged with brush knee, parry punch, it's good to have it easy. Alright, brush knee, shift left, right toe in, shift right, lay right, separate, prepare. Step left, right hand comes up and turns, shift left as I push, follow step left. Follow step right. Play the lute, step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step left. Parry punch, step left and flip, shift and parry. Step right, flip, shift and parry. Step left, guard, shift, deliver, follow step right. Alright, block and close and push the tiger, or push mountain. Push the tiger up the mountain, whatever, however you want to call it. I call it push tiger. So here we have delivered. Follow step right. So showing you from the front. So we follow step right. So we know our follow step foot is always the first step of our next move. So we're going to step back right. We're going to release our hands. When we shift to our right foot, our hands separate and come down to our hips. And then I follow step left. So all my weight's on my right foot. That's block and close. We love this one, right? This is the easiest one that we've learned so far, other than open and close. It may be easier than open and close. So here is parry, parry, and punch. Block and close. Step back right, release hands. Shift as they come down to our hips. Follow step left. So that's block and close. Here. And it's not so much down at your hips. Your hands can be up. Block and close. Because you remember I told y'all about the fight we're not really having. This is where they're coming towards you, they're coming at you, they're wanting to attack you, and you're going, whoa! You don't want to get hit, so you step back and you pull your hands back. So that just, think about that narrative when you're doing the moves. You just punched them. Now they're mad, they're coming at you, so you go, whoa, I want to avoid that hit. You've avoided the hit, but now you got to knock them off, so you're going to do push the tiger up the mountain. So we just follow step left, we're going to step left forward, we're going to shift left as we push those arms out. Follow step right. So block and close and push the tiger up the mountain. It's kind of a swingy type move. We step back and then we go forward. And after that we're done, we go to the front, hands face, and we open and close. And so that gets us through that first side in advanced movements. So let's come back to the end of play the lute. Let's parry punch, where we step left and flip, shift and parry, step right and flip, shift and parry, step left, guard, we got our flowers, shift left as we deliver, follow step right. Block and close, step back right, release our hands, shift as they come down to our hips, follow step left, push the tiger, step left, shift as I extend those hands out, follow step right, now to the front, step right, shift and left, hands face, open and close. So you should really like block and close, push the tiger. It's kind of fun. The swing type move. Back and front. And then we're done. Open, close. And then we're ready to do it to the right. So again, from play the lute, parry punch. Step left and flip, shift and parry. Step right and flip, shift and parry. Step left, guard, shift left, deliver, follow step right. Block and close, step back right, release hands, shift as they come down to our hips, follow step left, push the tiger, step left, shift as I extend those arms out, follow step right, now to the front, step, shift and step, hands face, open and close. Close it out. So notice I said on the push the tiger to extend those hands out, because there's a tendency to want to lean whenever we shift forward, and so it's not a lean. We always keep that upright posture. It's an extension of our hands, but also remember, anytime we extend our hands, we keep that soft bend in our elbow. We don't lock our arms. So keep that in mind. All right. Play the loop. Parry punch. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step, guard. Shift, deliver. Follow step right. Block and close. Step back right. Release hands. Shift as they come to our hips. Follow step left. Push the tiger. Step left. Shift as I extend those arms. Follow step right to the front. Step, shift, step, hands face, open, and close. Close it out. Any questions about those new moves? Now, you know, I had y'all practicing the waving hands in clouds, or the Tai Chi walking. So we Tai Chi walk to the side like we do in our waving hands in clouds, helping with body awareness and the size of our steps to naturally step the amount of space that it works for us, but also experiencing empty step, then weight transfer. So practicing waving hands in clouds or Tai Chi walking to the sides, but also Tai Chi walking forward. So step empty, shift, step empty, shift. You know, I had y'all practicing that weeks ago, practicing Tai Chi walking. Though, push the tiger, or the block and close and push the tiger. That's another way to practice that same kind of move and help you be more comfortable with the follow step. Step, shift, follow step, step, shift, follow step. So practicing the step where you're not going forward. Your follow step is still behind. Your follow step is still behind or in front. But practicing step, shift, follow step, step back, shift, follow step. That's a good thing to practice. One step back, follow step, one step front, shift, follow step. And then you can switch sides, because we're going to do our advanced movements to the right as well. Step forward with that right foot, shift, follow step, come back, shift, follow step. So yeah, you could. I wouldn't recommend practicing walking backwards. There's no real need for us to walk backwards. It's typically not safe. But to take that one step, shift backwards, is a good thing for us to practice. That's in our advanced moves. So let's do our advanced moves to the left one time, and then we'll cool down. Putting them together, and then next week we'll do them to the right. We'll put it all together and just really practice those with principles in mind and get better at it. All right. Advance 6 to the left, brush knee. Play the boot. Kick punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. squeeze it out. So the more we practice that, the shorter it gets. All right, let's give ourselves a nice fist massage. So we're using our muscles in a different way with these advanced 6. And that's why I say to practice that step, shift, follow step, front and back on both feet and get used to that movement. Those are just those basic pieces of our Tai Chi movements that can help you with muscle strength to make the Tai Chi easier for you. And it just increases body awareness and foot placement and how big or small to make your steps. Maybe you have a habit of taking too big of a step. All right, so let's gather tension. That doesn't feel good. Let's let it go. Gather and release. Gather and release. Gather, release. Feels so much better to release. Let's do this big shoulder circle. We don't want to hold on to tension. We want to keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. At the very least, notice when you are holding your breath. One more. And notice how we finish that complete movement. I knew my next thing was, left or right fist representing our strength, but don't get in a hurry to go to the next thing. Finish that, and then our right fist representing our strength, our left fingers together representing our friendship, our thumb in our humility. And we put those together. In mutual respect, we say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Well, very good, y'all. We're making headway. This is week 8. So we are officially halfway through this series of movements. And so look, we're went through our basic 6. We've went through our advanced 6 on one side. So we have some luxury of time to practice. Always let me know if there's certain things that you need to go over or any questions you have, because as you experience the movements, things come up that you didn't think of before. So don't ever think that you can't ask me anything. If you don't want to ask it in class, call me, message me. We can plan a time, just us. I don't mind to do that. I can find a place in my schedule for it, okay?
Jennifer,
Yes, ma'am.
I like the part, I appreciate the part you went over about the core muscles.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm conscious of that, and I began to try to do things a whole in.
Yes. Very good.
Thank you so much for putting that in so I can do it differently.
Yeah.
A lot of diversity and how to do that.
You're welcome.
Because I do realize as you get older, you kind of like keep going, and there's a lot of work to do this.
Yes.
But with that exercise, it's not much work. It's probably going to be sore.
Yeah, and as you're walking around just in regular life, just, you don't have to tighten it up a whole lot. Just, engage those muscles as you do carry yourself through life, and keeping them engaged will help keep them strong. So I know we focus a lot on our leg strength, but there is more to it. And there was this one time, it was 2 years ago, I was playing 4 square, and I'm very competitive, and I went to go run to get the ball, and I thought I was going to eat gravel. Actually, it was asphalt. And I felt myself tighten up my muscles and pulling myself up. And it was what kept me from falling. And so that was something that really stuck with me. It wasn't just about my legs. It was about that core too. So don't be like me. Do not play foursquare and try to run after balls on the asphalt. This is not what our goals are in life. We are just trying to get through life. We're trying to get around and go places. So I didn't play foursquare last summer because I'm competitive. I like to win. So if I'm going to do it, I want to go all in. We can be our own worst enemies, can't we, y'all? All right. Well, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll see you next Tuesday. If not before, just call me if you need me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.